Good evening, One More Gamers to One More Game podcast. This is episode 42 on 1 March 2023. I am your host, theStroke, and as always, I am joined by my two good buddies and gamers extraordinaire, Swiftmida. Swift, what's up?
Hey, buddy. Not much. Just hanging out.
Nice. And as well as ImPickleMatt, taking a time off from dad life to talk about video games. What's up, dude?
Yeah, happy March. Nothing. I had just started my free time for the day 5 minutes ago.
Nice. Always love
Perfect.
that. That's
really nice timing.
what life's all about.
Yeah.
Is, not having any time. Well, we are One More Game podcast, and we're back to talk about video games, reviews, analysis, a look at what's coming up in the industry, what games we're excited about, what games we've been playing. And if you're joining us in the chat or listening abroad, thanks for your continued support. We love doing it, and we will continue to do so as long as you guys continue enjoying it. So without further ado, gentlemen, let's jump right into the news for the week. All right. First off, I know you guys are going to be excited about this. If I actually have the correct thing set up, which I do not. But Elden Ring DLC expansion has been announced via Twitter at 3 a.m. in the morning, which is like totally what I would expect from that company, from software. So we're getting a new Elden Ring expansion, boys. I know not a single one of us has actually beaten the game, but now we're going to have more to play. Basically, they said it's going to be called Shadow of the Erd Tree. It's in development, and that's about all we know. But they released a little picture with the tweet. And what do you guys think?
Just gives me more reason to...
We lost you. But PickleMatt might actually have something to say.
Yeah, 3 a.m. our time is like 6 p.m. Japanese time for From Software, so it's not that weird. But about the video game, I would love to get back into Elden Ring, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to draw me back in. It's got to be really good because my last experience at Elden Ring was being in the city or the castle or whatever it was, the city, and just getting demolished and not wanting to necessarily continue because there's too many good games that I have stacked up that I need to play.
Sounds like you just need to get good, dude. I'm looking here at this picture, and I'm seeing... It kind of looks like the horse that we ride on, but that definitely ain't us. I don't know who that might be. Blonde. But yeah, man.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're back in action.
Okay. I heard it was... what's the name of the horse that we ride on in
Torrent.
Torrent. It is Torrent.
Oh, snap.
The horse. It also, sorry, I missed this earlier, but it also gives me a lot of reason to get back into the game and hopefully beat it.
Yeah, that might be what I need to kind of push me just past the...
Right? It's a little push, but Elden Ring is one of those games where it's very hard. Once you put it down, it's very tough to pick back up because you don't really know... if it's been 2 months, you don't really know where you are, or because I'm assuming you quit in a dark cave somewhere.
Yeah.
And
I know
you just have to figure it out from there.
As a baseline, I know absolutely zero about the story, like even when I was playing the game. So is there a story?
Yeah, dude.
There's a story.
It's written by George R. Martin. So
yeah, but I don't have any idea what's happening, which I guess kind of makes sense for R.R. Martin guy.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Swift.
Yeah.
There's certain games, this being one of them, I find Breath of the Wild very similar. Is if I don't play it for a long time, I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm starting over again.
Yeah.
Right. You don't even know the controls anymore.
Right.
After a certain point, you're just like,
The Witcher is kind of the
what
same
am I
way.
doing? Where am I? Yeah.
Yeah, try to jump back into Witcher and remember how to cast all of your signs.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I
Well,
feel like
you
it's
don't have to. In ImPickleMatt's mind, you just do one move and you're good.
yeah, you spam one move. I know exactly how to play Elden Ring. It's hit R1. That's it, and circle to dodge. That's it.
Oh, very nice. All right, well, moving on. Let's see. What in the world?
Yeah, I added this one.
Okay, hit us with some news about Destiny 2 Lightfall there, Swift.
Yeah, so apparently there's a glitch in Destiny 2 Lightfall where if you do a certain strike prior to reaching it in the actual campaign, because there's the strike and there's the campaign mission. But if you do the strike prior to the campaign mission,
Hello.
We lost him.
Oh, you're struggling tonight.
What's happening?
I don't know. You got to stop downloading video games. I mean, yeah, that.
I'm still not here. I'm not downloading anything.
You're here.
Okay. Let me make sure. Jeepers.
So if you do the
You guys are
strike,
stressing me out.
not within the storyline.
Yeah.
Order.
So if you do the strike prior, because the strike is available, I guess right off the bat. I haven't played Lightfall yet, but if you do the strike at whenever it's first available, but you have not gotten to it in the campaign, then your game essentially freezes and you can no longer progress the campaign.
Cool.
Is what Bungie is saying. They're actively working on it. They say just don't do that.
Nice. All right. So I will not be doing any strikes while I'm trying to beat the campaign.
I would not.
All right.
Beat the campaign first.
It's actually smarter to do the legendary campaign first anyways, because you'll have higher gear to finish, but whatever. To each his own. If you're wondering why my mood lighting is so ominous, it's because I can't figure out how to turn it. All right. Did you guys hear the news about the new Super Mario Bros. Movie got moved up a couple days? So April 5th, you can all head on over to the movie theater, get yourself a nice bucket of popcorn, and watch Mario, voiced by Chris Pratt.
Okay, so they moved it to a Wednesday instead of a Friday. Do you know why that is? Is that for their first week box office? They're trying to capture better stats or something?
Yeah, it didn't really say. It just said they got moved up 2 days. It's actually opening on April 28th in Japan, so I don't really know.
That's pretty normal for Hollywood, though, is to do the overseas a little bit later, but it's curious that they would release it 2 days early.
I know you would think, though, that of all movies to be released like at the same time, Mario would be one of them in Japan, but
yeah, that's true.
I think this might be the first time I've seen anything be released early with all the rollbacks that we've seen in games and everything these days. Yeah.
Good guy Nintendo, boys.
Yeah.
Who's to say it wasn't delayed earlier before or than that anyway?
Truth. All right, well, let's move on. Diablo 4 has an announcement kind of released with some gameplay trailer footage, but the beta early access trailer was released and kind of announced that May 17th through the 19th, that whole weekend, mark it on your calendars.
March.
That thing is called March. Yep, early March, 17th through 19th. We're going to jump right into early access all weekend
We know
long.
he's bad with months.
And I'm telling this website that I'm 17 years or older. And here it is, the trailer for Diablo 4. You're going to play a pink guy, and he sucks people up. Wait.
That's it right there. You know, Diablo got a little bit more childish since I last
kind of weird
saw the
that I have to
trailer,
watch an ad to watch an ad. But that's it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they just released this little
It's 2
trailer,
out of
showed some
6
gameplay footage, kind of how Diablo does, and get a good look at it. But I'm going to take this
Okay, so
weekend
here's my
off and play this game for a whole weekend.
here's my question then. Can you pre-order the game to get the early beta and then cancel your pre-order and get your money back? Because I do that all the
Sure,
time.
it's open beta.
Well,
Yeah.
so there's 2 days early that you get the early access if you pre-ordered, and then the open beta is another 2 days, I think.
Copy that. Roger that. Well, there you
Yeah,
have it.
so-
It's soon. It's about to be a big time frame for video games here.
Easy and Tigar is gonna have to tell us what they think of it.
I actually bought the game, so
Did you?
I'm gonna be in there.
What happened to
yeah.
your
Oh,
face?
nice.
Swift is gone, and
Huh?
you got a face for radio right now, and we can't see your video. But anyways,
I don't know what's happening.
all right. So Skyrim, in our last couple bits of news, Skyrim's been out for 12 years. Okay, and it was just released that they are topping 100 million downloads a day on their mods for 12 years. Like, have you, PickleMatt, since you built your computer,
That's crazy.
have you dabbled in the dark art of modding Skyrim?
No, I haven't modded anything. So the only thing I've dabbled in was downloading mods for Blade and Sorcery VR, which is really fun. But no, I haven't done Skyrim. I've watched videos of it. It looks super fun. I just don't really have the time to do that kind of thing.
You got to try it just to put your
Have you done?
PC through the paces. Yeah, I've done it a few times.
I've seen the Thomas the Murderous Train mod,
Yeah,
which was one of the funnier things that I've watched. But
there's some good stuff in there.
I've never modded. Am I back?
Yeah, you're good to go.
yeah,
All right. I've never modded specifically Skyrim, but I did see some pretty dope mods on like Forza 7 where you're racing against a T-Rex, and we'll just call it Thomas the Train.
I don't know why Thomas the Train goes into
Yeah.
modding in all of the games.
Just
but
everything. Yeah.
he's like the ultimate end
that's
boss.
weird.
Well, cool. Good job.
It's pretty cool that there's
Skyrim.
such a huge community of modders that make games as cool as they want it to be, and I'm excited for VR games to continue doing that, because in VR it's super fun with like Blade and Sorcery and things like that, physics-based games. So, really, really awesome that people can be that creative. I will never be like that. Did you guys ever do PlayStation Dreams?
No,
Nope.
but I saw a lot of the crazy stuff that people made.
I am just in awe of, well, the amount of time that some people have, but also how creative people can be.
The closest I ever came to
seems
that
like,
was building a Mario Maker map.
yeah. I feel like video game companies don't even need to like market their job positions now. They probably just like find the best mods and then like, okay,
Oh yeah,
we've seen your work. I like it.
You can use a lot of that stuff in your portfolio if you're looking to get into game development.
That's cool.
It's actually the advice I got if I wanted to try to break into the industry was to start working on mods for Unreal and that kind of stuff, Unreal games. Well, cool. Last but not least, the game that none of you have tried that I still love is now officially Steam Deck verified, Cyberpunk 2077. So if you want to get in there on your Steam Deck, it is now a possibility. Maybe that'll entice you guys, but probably not.
I think I might have to.
It's good.
Dude, I've got Cyberpunk sitting in my next to my PlayStation that I bought for $60, so I got to play it on PlayStation.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
All right, fine. We'll move on.
I have it on Steam, and I have not gotten back into it.
Throw that on there, although it probably takes up
dope delay
a fat
again.
chunk
That's
of your
good.
Steam Deck. But all right, gents, that is the news for the week. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that CNET's headline article right now is about the Steam Deck, and it's a dude playing on the video. It's a dude playing the Slay the Spire,
Nice.
and it's a big long article about how awesome the Steam Deck is, which is totally valid. Nice work, CNET.
Yeah, we might need a whole episode on that bad boy because it's so awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump into the games radar for the week. All right, firstly, we've got One Military Camp comes out on March 2nd for PC. This is a build your own military camp, manage the economy, recruit the best candidates, and train them to become elite specialists like SARMs. Send them on missions across the land to end the war once and for all. I thought I'll be honest with you, there's not a whole lot of great games coming out over the next week, but this is one of them that, might be interesting to check out if you're kind of into Sims and city builders and that kind of thing, because I've never seen it from this perspective, a military base builder. But yeah, One Military Camp comes out tomorrow on PC. You gonna
It
relive
looks like
your
a zombie game that I downloaded on Steam.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
I forget what the Project Zomboid or something. I don't know. I put it down after a little bit, but
all right, Swift, you still with us? You are not.
Man, our whole connection is bad.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you, but
Stroke, I think you're hearing us really delayed, so we're probably just going to power through this. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, let's get it. All right, PickleMatt, tell us what these guys got next coming up.
Wo Long Fallen Dynasty, March 3rd in 2 days. Everything but the Switch. Wo Long Fallen Dynasty is a dramatic, action-packed story of nameless militia soldier fighting for survival in a dark fantasy version of the later Han Dynasty, where demons plague the three kingdoms. Which would be China? Is it China?
Yeah, that'd be China.
Han Dynasty. Yeah, really demony looking game there. I can't really tell like what you're going to be doing in this game based on the trailer, but it looks really, really weird.
Yeah, it's got some crazy looking Chinese demonic kind of mythos going on, which is, I think, interesting enough to. If this game was on Game Pass, I'm not sure it is, but yeah, it kind of looks Elden Ring-y, but it looks a lot more forgiving and hack and slash over what Elden Ring's got going on. But kind of cool looking.
Yeah, the graphics look pretty good based on what I'm seeing, but this gameplay doesn't really show a whole lot, I guess. But might check it out if it's on Game Pass.
Yep. All right. And Swift, you there?
Are you there? I think so. Am I here?
Sounds good. Yep. Hit us with what's coming out for on Dead Cells time.
Dead Cells Return to Castlevania DLC March 6th. Everything sorry, let me see. Return featuring your all new quests and favorite Castlevania characters like Alucard, Richter Belmont, and Dracula himself.
Did you guys ever play any of the Castlevanias?
No.
I played a little bit of I played some of the classic ones on the Switch when I had Switch Online. They're pretty fun. It's
some
really
of them
cool
are
that they
really
combine
good games.
Dead Cells with Castlevania because I mean it's a Metroidvania style game.
Yeah, I loved Dead Cells. And this is going to be a
the
full
combat
on.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, it does. This is going to be a full on like extra game. Like it's not kind of just tacked on into Dead Cells as like with some extra upgrades and stuff. There's a whole new story where you're killing Dracula just like you would in a Castlevania game. So that comes out on March 6th. So that should be pretty fun, especially if you looking for something to play on your Switch.
Yeah.
And that should do it for our games radar for the week. No. Looks like someone added something else on here. What do you got there, PickleMatt?
I did not add this, but Outer Worlds comes out. The Outer Worlds, sorry, comes out PS5, Xbox, PC, sometime this week. The Outer Worlds is a award-winning single-player RPG from Obsidian and Private Division. As you explore a space colony, the character you decide to become will determine how this player-driven story unfolds. The colonies, blah blah blah, something variable. Description. I thought this game was already out.
It is. This is their remastered kind of Spacer's Choice Edition is what they're calling it, but going to be available for all the next gen stuff and on PC as well. So, Outer Worlds.
Hey, you know what we missed last week was Sons of the Forest. Pretty big Steam game that just came out. Sequel to the Forest.
Yeah, so there was a game called The Forest. The same developers released Sons of the Forest, which actually kind of just a remake of that older game, but it's kind of reviving the whole survival horror genre. A lot of positive reviews and people getting hyped over it. So
I actually saw that Sons of the Forest was beaten by a speedrunner in less than 9 minutes.
Nice.
9 whole minutes.
I would lose myself in that game and never come out for probably 3 weeks.
For 9 minutes.
So for 9 whole minutes.
9 whole minutes.
Well, there you have it. Games Radar for the week. If you're excited about another game coming up, just go ahead and reach out to us at OMG_podcastGG, Twitter or Instagram, or you can email us at OMGpodcastGG@gmail.com. Hit us up. Let us know what you're excited to play, what we should play, and we'll get right into it and talk about it on the next stream/podcast. There's also another place you can contact us and game with us and hang out with us is the Discord, OneMoreGame Discord. PickleMatt's going to shoot that off into the chat. I'll provide it for you in the description for the podcast, and you can join that bad boy, build our community, game with some cool dudes, gals, and dudes, and have a good time. You'll also find some cool stuff in there in PickleMatt's special channel called Sweet Pickles, where he lets you know about some awesome gamer deals. He's always keeping track, even in his busy life, of awesome deals on video games and the accessories that are associated with such. Let me see if he's got any today. PickleMatt, what is the sweet pickle?
Now that you've said all that, dude, way too busy. I have no idea. I'm sure there's some sales out there. Go get them, everybody, and post it in the channel.
We're about to talk about some of those sweet deals you can get on some collector's editions of video games, which is our major topic for the week. All right, guys, let's talk collector's editions. Swift, have you ever purchased a collector's edition of a game?
I have not.
Oh,
I
surprising.
Don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. You
don't care? I think I wish that I did back in the day. I just didn't care to spend the money or didn't have the money. So I didn't need the knickknacks around my apartment in college or, early second lieutenant life. But I literally have not.
Nice. Well, all that shelf space behind you is kind of already full, so you don't have anywhere to really put them. So
I know. I got so many. There's bobbleheads back there. There's a plant, a spider plant, It's actually a snake plant, but
PickleMatt's walls are looking pretty bare. So let's see. You got any collector's editions in your possession?
Not in my possession. I think my parents still have my Gears of War Xbox 360 collector's edition tin with the art book and stickers and a couple other things, I'm sure. I remember that one vividly. I actually liked the art book. It was kind of cool. But dude, I never really bought a whole lot of collector's edition stuff because I would either have to convince my parents to buy it for me and they'd be like, why would I spend an extra $10 for this stupid toy that comes with it. Or if I was spending my own money, I would not be able to afford it because I was working a barely above minimum wage job at Best Buy at the time. But even as an adult, like I'm not allowed to put up my own decorations really anywhere. So just having this gaming PC in one of the rooms has kind of been a stretch. So there's that. And then collector's editions nowadays, I mean, like, come on, like you barely ever get any cool stuff anymore. I do have Baby Yoda in my PC though.
Nice. The Grogu,
Which came out today.
limited edition Grogu.
Oh yeah,
PC.
third season of Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, we got to go end stream
now. I think if I was more into Diablo, because we've talked about this before, Diablo is obviously a huge game, like a lot of following. If I was more into it, like Tiger or Easy, I think I might have gotten the Diablo 4 Collector's Edition, but I didn't. I just pre-ordered the game. And I'll be honest, most of that was because I got a Mountain WoW, months ago. So
got that mount.
Yeah. Blizzard is definitely kind of the kings, or they were at one point, of selling collector's editions because they would include digital assets for their other games if you bought these. So like there's certain things you can only get. Like in Heroes of the Storm, there was some mounts and skins you could only get if you bought, a collector's edition of the new WoW expansion or whatever. So that's a smart marketing move, I thought. Got me a few times. But, okay, so as a younger guy,
I was about to say, I feel like you have kind of many collector's editions.
I don't have all that many, but when I was a kid, I don't remember ever really having anything like that. I just always had the standard editions. I do remember getting maybe one or two of the Halo games in collectors, but they were back then. I don't think they were the huge what they are now, right? Big box with all kinds of stuff. They were just like PickleMatt was saying, that metal case with like an art book in it, and about it. Maybe a poster.
No, dog. Halo 3 had the full size, not the full size. It was a Master Chief helmet, but everybody was kind of like, they didn't announce whether or not it was wearable, and then it turned out it was not wearable, and everybody's kind of like, it's not great for like $200, whatever they were selling it for.
Oh, imagine a wearable Master Chief mask during COVID. Come on, need that.
Come on.
Well,
that'd be awesome.
And then once I started playing World of Warcraft, I got stuck on buying I think I bought the collector's edition of Wrath of the Lich King, and then from then on, I felt obligated to buy the collector's edition of every expansion that came out because they look like books that go on your, like, leather bound books that go on your shelf.
On your mantle.
And so I was like, I gotta have them all. I think I stopped once I got to, I think Warlords of Draenor was the last collectors I bought of that. But I really like art books for games. I've always been interested by kind of how all that works. So I like buying, at least getting my hands on the art books of collector's editions. So World of Warcraft was a big one. I have bought a few others over time. Breath of the Wild I got just because I'm a big Zelda guy. Destiny.
And you didn't beat the game.
And I still haven't beat.
I know.
Destiny. Jen bought me the Overwatch Collector's Edition art book because that was standalone. I think that's about it, but nothing crazy. I never bought any of them that were like $300 or anything like that. But I almost pulled the trigger.
I think I have Smash Brothers
on buying the Burning Crusade Collector's Edition unopened and the original World of Warcraft Collector's Edition unopened, just because I felt like my collection was incomplete.
Would be complete. Yeah.
But people were reselling them for like $1,100. So I was like, oh, pass.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get into kind of some of those crazier ones, but I will tell you what ends up happening with most of the stuff that you get in these packs, at least for me, is they just sit in their case and you never look at them ever again after you open it one time. So
Dude, it's so, like, it's totally different than what you're talking about as far as the collector's items sitting in their case. But I saw a tweet the other day and it said, I don't know who wants to hear this, or I don't know who wants to or needs to hear this, but throw away your computer parts
boxes.
containers. Because I
What?
felt that into my soul, because I have a closet full right next to me of all of the things that are in there, and it was like, you don't need them anymore. And I was like, you know what? You're probably right. I still haven't thrown them away.
You know
No, dude.
how many
Moving with my
times Jen
computer.
begged me to throw all of those boxes away when we were moving multiple times?
No, never. You got to save your PC case box, because if you move, you can just throw everything except for the graphics
I'm not
card in
talking.
there
I'm not talking about the PC case box. I'm talking
and
about
the graphics
the.
card box.
Yeah, I'm talking the little.
Everything.
The little
Yeah, the
things in there
AIO
that mean
cooler.
nothing.
Yeah. I have
Like,
my AIO cooler box in my PC case box, and it's got the adapter to an AMD CPU.
That you're never
And
gonna
there's
have.
no way I'm ever going to use that AM. First off, I'm currently on that same generation of Intel. So why would I switch to AMD and not get an upgraded processor anyway? It's the
yeah,
dumbest shit. It's going to sit
I
there
know.
though.
I'm
At least
telling
it's
you, I
not
have a whole.
sitting on
I have
your
a whole
shelves.
closet.
At least those parts aren't sitting on your shelves, Swift, so you can try to like flex.
Yeah, no.
Well, nice. Yeah, what's your what do you guys think about these? I mean, it seems like every game that comes out nowadays has 17 different versions you can buy. Digital Deluxe Collector's Edition, Legendary Edition, Definitive Edition.
Yeah, you can get the base version or the pre-order version or the three things you said. It's like, just give me the game, dude.
What is a Definitive Edition? What can someone define that for me?
I have never even heard of a definitive edition.
Oh, there's so many of
That's
them.
the one that you pay the most for, and you get dumb junk with
And
them.
you get all the same things.
Nah, usually the definitive comes with like a thing, a 3D modeled thing that costs $20 to produce, but they sell it for $300.
Oh yeah.
I think they do it a lot with like older games that they want to be relevant again. They'll call it the definitive edition and throw a cheap plastic model in there with it, like you're saying. And maybe it's their way of saying like director's cut or something, but whatever. Yeah, they always. My favorite is buy the bundle with the battle pass included, and then there's another one that says buy the one with the battle pass included plus 40 free level skips on your battle pass. I'm like, what is the point of this?
Dude, Warzone is like classic for that.
Yeah.
Where you can spend it's not V-Bucks like in Fortnite, but it's your COD points. And then if you don't spend 1,000 COD points, you spend 3,100 COD points, you can have the next battle pass plus 25 levels.
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
I can't stand collector's editions that are only digital items.
Yeah.
Because first off,
Yeah.
I hate skins in general. I just don't. It's just not appealing to me at all. So when you pay an extra $10 for only digital items, and then now the gaming companies are obliged to not have it give you a competitive advantage, because there's always blowback if it does. Pay to play or pay to win, sorry. Then you're spending an extra $10 on like the Diablo collector's edition. You're just getting skins that half of the population of the gaming is going to have,
Yeah, I mean, I would never buy a collector's edition if it didn't have some kind of like behind the scenes cool how the game was made thing. So I don't know if you're buying a collector's edition that doesn't have something like that. I guess I can understand the things with like the big 3D models or whatever, but you're just getting digital goods. I feel like you're kind of getting dwindled, as is tradition in this industry.
Well, I also feel like so I bought Hogwarts Legacy. It's different than collector's edition because I didn't get a wand, delivered to my mailbox. But the deluxe edition, I got a mount and whatever. Like it's not nearly as expensive, but it's similar, right? Where you're just like, do I really need this to access the game 3 days early? No, but I do it sometimes.
My favorite is the launch editions that are sold years and years after launch. Like Overwatch was like that. They were selling the launch edition.
Yeah.
Like that was the only edition you could buy for like 5 years. Like what are we talking about right now?
You're selling the game again? Especially for a game that's
It's like
online. Like, what?
Intel did that with their GPUs too. I think they called them the Intel Arc Founders Edition, or not Founders Edition. It was something like that. It was like special edition. And when the reporters were asking them, like, they're like, we made it and you can buy it. And that was it.
That's it. Because that's the truth. That's all
Nailed
they
it.
could tell you. Yeah. Well, yeah, there you have it. Let's get into some of the craziest collector's editions that have ever happened in the gaming world, just to kind of blow your mind. So we'll do it in a tier list as gamers do. So in the B tier, we'll start with B and move our way up to S. Crisis 2 came out for original $300 retail, and it came with, for the time, the top of the line graphics card, so you could quote unquote run Crisis. So there you have it. Imagine a time in gamerdom where the top of the line graphics card was $300 plus a game.
What a time to be alive.
Sounds dope.
Yeah.
I never played any Crisis, but all the jokes about it, it is kind of funny that they literally sold you a graphics card with the game. $300 back then probably wouldn't even. There's no way you could find this now because I don't know why anyone would still have it. But cool. Dirt 3 included a fully functional remote control car that was also the case for the game and all the pamphlets and all that kind of stuff. So all the stuff is inside of that car, and then you can also drive it around. But yeah, this thing is impossible to find, so I can't give you a sweet pickle on that deal because nobody is selling them for resale.
The collector's editions that had stuff like that were supposed to be functional things. Usually the functionality was like really crappy.
Yeah.
Too. Like it was never like good. But
come on.
But at least they were trying,
Yeah, at least it was more than digital goods. All right, we're moving on up. We're moving on up to the A tier. Middle Earth Shadow of War, so the follow-up to Middle Earth. What was it called? Can't remember. They sold a Mithril edition. And if you look at this little statue it came with, it looks like it's made out of some shiny metal. It currently has a
it's out of Mithril.
$300 resale value on some eBay type sites, but I thought that statue was really cool looking. It's pretty substantial too, kind of heavy, everyone said, but you can still get your hands on that bad boy, $300. Did you guys ever play Rock Band or Guitar Hero?
Yep.
Oh, dude, I shredded on Guitar Hero. I still have the USB one. I need to tell my parents to bring that. They're coming to my house tomorrow.
Do it.
Shit.
Dude, we played Rock Band when we were deployed in Afghanistan. We had people on the drums, singing, guitar. It was awesome.
That is awesome. They also released an awesome Beatles limited edition. They had a Beatles version of the game, but they also released a special edition Beatles rock band set. Currently, you can find them for no less than $700 used. Most of them have missing parts as well.
Goodness.
But if you're a big Beatles fan and rock band fan, you could get your hands on all the instruments have Beatles logos and all that kind of stuff modeled to look like those old dudes.
If you don't know what to do with your money,
buy this.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah. Improper Pearl Culture says, I miss game pamphlets in new games. I agree with that. You used to have like an instruction book, but now they don't really have much. You know who went over and above was Cyberpunk, the release edition with pamphlets and things. Do you guys remember? Or Stroke, did you buy the release edition of Cyberpunk?
No, I didn't. What was in there?
The physical copy came with a map of New Donk City or whatever it is, Night City. It came with a map. It came with stickers. It came with like little postcards you could send to your friends to tell them how broken the game was. It was crazy. I don't know. I think they might have been making up for the fact that the game was not even close to being finished.
And so they're like, let's just throw a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah, people love swag. Maybe they'll forgive us on a broken game.
That is funny. No, I didn't know they did that. That's cool. I do miss in-game pamphlets as well. I haven't bought a physical copy of a game in quite some time.
I'll sell you my Cyberpunk swag for $700 used.
Hard pass, but pop that into Sweet Pickle's channel and you might get some takers.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no.
All right, now let's get into the S tier, the real just kooky stuff. Okay. PickleMatt, why don't you let them know about what happened with Dying Light Apocalypse?
So I did not know about this. Dying Light Apocalypse Edition for $400,000 came with a custom shelter built to survive the end days, parkour training, life-size statues, and more. Only one was ever made. So what?
$400,000 for a custom-made zombie apocalypse shelter, parkour training, and all that other stuff. Okay, I'm very confused on who bought this, but if you're listening for some reason, go ahead and reach out to us at OMG_podcastGG, and we'll set up an interview because I want to know what was that experience like. Okay.
Well,
I want to know what the custom shelter looked like, and was the parkour training worth it? Because I would, everybody wants to do a little parkour after watching The Office. Parkour.
Yeah, it turns out
jumping in the dumpster.
Yeah. Turns out the guy died during his parkour training, so that's why they only made one.
Oh, rip.
All right, I think this is probably the craziest one, but I put another one right above it. But this is also crazy. So Saints Row released a Saints Row 4 Super Dangerous Wad Edition for $1 million. Only one copy exists, and it gave you a bunch of stuff that I don't know what has to do with video games, but you got 2 cars, one of which was a Lamborghini. You got life-size replicas from in-game. You got to stay at a 5-star hotel, Michelin 5-star, whatever. And you got to take a ride on the Virgin Galactic, call it low orbit vehicle for $1 million here. They sold one, and what? Who bought this?
Someone very rich. I don't know.
Virgin. So they got a ride on Virgin Galactic?
I think they got a ticket to Virgin Galactic, but I don't think Virgin Galactic ever has started doing that bad thing. But
they were doing test launches while I was in Holloman, which is about 70 miles to the east of the actual Virgin spaceport. You could actually fly right around it or right directly over it for a while. And we watched the first launch, not from the air, which would have been cool, but it'd be dope if you actually got to ride in that, because I'm pretty sure those seats sell for $1 million. It's probably at least $1 million, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine. I
don't
mean,
know.
there's plenty of
Well,
people.
that's why they spent $1
But they-
million on it.
But 10 years later, they sure as hell haven't been able to redeem it yet. So
Rip. All right. Lastly, I thought this one was even cooler, but you guys be the judges. Grid 2 came out with what version? What did they call it? The back mono edition. And it was $200,000. And it came with literally a street legal race car, as you see depicted there, a racing suit to match, a racing helmet, a PlayStation 3, and much, much more. So you bought a game and you also got a car from within the game and got to race it legally on the streets.
If it didn't come with the suit to match the car, I would be out.
Yeah, it's a hard
yeah,
pass.
for sure.
That seems worth it.
Totally. This was in PlayStation 3 time too. That's so crazy.
It's wild.
Like, how do they market this? Like, who do they tell? I don't know. Really weird.
I don't know. There's a secret rich people
Gaming
group. Yeah.
group.
The Illuminatis.
Yeah, there you go. Well, there you have it, folks. The most insane collector's editions that were ever sold. Some of them of which you can still get your hands on. So get on out there. Spend that hard-earned cash.
I'm not over this yet. So if you're buying these things, you have to be super rich, or at least relatively rich, right? But I can't imagine the super wealthy are doing that, because like why would you spend $1 million on a Saints Row game and get a bunch of things that you could just do yourself, you know? So like this has to be the tacky rich people, you know what I mean? Like maybe it was somebody that hit the lottery.
Yeah.
That's got to be it.
Could be. Crypto miners, that's the kind of crypto bros is who I see buying stuff like this.
The original Bitcoiners, yeah.
Yeah, they're buying this shit. All right.
Because like if you have that money to spend, you would just buy a legal race car if you wanted to, and I don't know. That's just weird.
The kids of rich people, that's who's buying this. Like trust fund babies.
Yeah, that's true.
Some people's kids, you know.
Have you got to follow that whatever it is, TikTok or Snapchat of it's like rich kids posting on there about their problems in life when they have like 5 Rolexes that they have to choose from and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. All right, gents, let's get into the real fun. What we played this week. PickleMatt, lead us off.
All right, I was a little bit short on games, as you guys mentioned too earlier. I'm a little bit busy, but I got the crew together and finally got some social gaming done. And by the crew, I mean Tygar and Easy, Beetleborgs. And we played some HOTS, some ARAM for a few games and lost most of them. But I tell you what, though, it was a lot of fun.
He's actually playing ARAM right now.
Oh, he is?
Easy is.
I hadn't played games socially in quite a few weeks, so it was a nice little change, even though we got our asses handed to us most of the time. But there's new memes now because they have the game mode where everybody is the same character and there's no character choice for ARAM, which can be either really fun or just awful.
I saw full Murky game. 5 Murkies.
Oh, God. No, that sounds so stupid.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
We did all Greymane and all Rainer, so it was all right. It was fine. But yeah, there's that. I finished up Dead Space. I don't remember if I talked about that last time, but I beat the Dead Space remake, which was cool. And then I got into Hades finally on the Steam Deck. It's so good. It's so good.
We told you, dude.
roguelite game. I made it to the final area, but I died. So still working on getting
Wow,
the stats up.
you're better than me.
Dude, I'm actually like, I used to be really good at Call of Duty because I played way too much. I'm actually really good at roguelites like Hades. I found.
Yeah,
I
you're
think it
farther
only
than I am.
I can't get
took
past
me
the
maybe
third area.
Oh yeah, dude, I think it took me like eight tries, and I was already almost beat the full thing. But
8 lives?
not lives, but like game playthroughs.
Oh, okay.
No way.
Yeah, I beat
There's
Elysium.
no way.
I beat Elysium the second time I got to it. Yeah,
You're
really
hacking.
good.
It's easier
No,
on
did
Steam
you
Deck,
get?
maybe.
Did you give? Yeah, that's it. Did you give the Bones guy some grog or whatever? He gives you a tooth. It gives you one more life, one more game life when you die. That kind of helped me a lot.
No, if I've done that. I haven't played it in a long time.
Yeah.
I should check.
I still need to finish that.
Yep. So I'm gonna beat that game pretty soon and keep playing it because it's really fun.
Yeah, I think there's a mode. Basically, there's a way to play like a never-ending mode once you beat the game, from what I've heard, where it just gets progressively harder and harder.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
What weapon are you using?
I'm rolling through all of them right now. I just unlocked the gloves, the punching gloves or whatever, but I almost beat the game with the bow and arrow.
That's my favorite one.
I have not tried the gun yet, the actual physical gun, which I thought was kind of funny that they included that. But yeah, it's a good game.
I like how all the weapons are. It really changes the game, especially with how you build it. But
The play style.
yeah,
And you have to really think about the
Yeah.
power ups you take for sure, because
right.
Yeah.
you can get some real OP combos if you pick the right things or if you get lucky and get the right things. But
Yeah.
no, it's good. Good game.
Yeah. I don't know what weapon I ended up on. I think I have all of them unlocked other than the gun, but apparently I'm not as keen as you.
Yeah,
I think I've
nowhere near that. I feel like I'm never gonna beat that game.
Dude, I played a ton of Enter the Gungeon and Dead Cells and things like that. So I think these type of games are kind of my game. So I don't know.
That's why we
Maybe I've
told you to
gotten
play
lucky,
it.
though. I know. That's why I started playing it again, or
Yeah.
playing it, and it's awesome.
The next one's coming out this year sometime.
I know. I'm gonna download that. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Maybe you should buy the collector's edition.
No.
All
I
right.
get a premium Hades skin for my single player game.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I like the storytelling method in that game. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll go next if you're finished there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go change a load of laundry really quick. I'll be
Do
back.
that. All right. Cool. I played Overwatch 2. I grinded my way out of bronze damage. I just finally said, you know what? I'm better than this. And
time to go ham.
It's time to put in a little work. So I got a decent gaming session in the other night, and I said I'm going to silver. So I am now officially. I think I'm silver 4 actually for damage. I haven't played any competitive on anything but damage. So I'm selfish, but
nice.
Dude, the queue times way better than they used to be on 6-man for damage. I get a game every minute, easy. So that's nice.
That's awesome. I still have not played in a little while. Overwatch 2.
I'm having a good time with it. Cool. Destiny 2 Lightfall. I wish I had more to tell you. If you're a Destiny fan, I fired it up. I watched the intro cinematics. I played through the first mission on Legendary, and it's It's cool. It's more Destiny. It's a cool environment, kind of a new feel that we haven't seen before. I'm not a huge fan so far of the story, but there is a cool scene where the Traveler is fighting kind of the big bad guy. The Traveler finally does something in Destiny for the first time ever, instead of just being a giant big ball. But yeah, I'll have more to report. I will be happy to let you know that there are a few things I immediately noticed that are way better. Is the user interface / experience. The game is much more clear about how to do certain things, how to use your mods, how to equip certain things. You can save loadouts now, so you can save, all your guns and armor and mods into slots, and then you can quickly bounce between them to include your class, subclass like arc or whatever.
That's awesome.
So that feels way better. The game is a lot better at kind of helping you through it, but apparently it also can get you stuck in a never-ending loop of non-progression. So watch out for that. Stay out of those strikes.
We talking Destiny?
We are.
They're working on it,
But yeah, I haven't completely unlocked the new subclass Strand. It gives you a little taste of it, which feels pretty cool. You get kind of like a grappling hook to fly around, a lot more mobility than before, but the environment's kind of built in a way where you need to be covering a lot more ground than in previous Destiny. But we'll see. I'll provide you more info as I play more. Let's see. I beat Final Fantasy 1. I think I had almost beat it last time we talked, but it took me 15 hours. I looked at my playtime to beat the original Final Fantasy. So a long game for how old it is.
Yeah.
That's significant.
Nah, nothing crazy to report. The story is kind of bland, kind of what is it? A lot of cliches going on. You're the heroes of time and all that kind of stuff. But immediately wanted more, so I fired up Final Fantasy II on the Steam Deck, and immediately I can tell that they kind of have started to learn a little bit more at this point in their development time. The story feels better. Obviously, it looks better. That kind of stuff. Swift in this one is a girl. So he's got that going for him. I still got my bros, these two guys and Toast. We're on our adventure. It's always a 4-man squad, and Swift is a girl archer in this one, and ImPickleMatt is a. What are you? You're a thief guy, and Toast.
Did you pick that for me, or
no? I just put the names in. I didn't know that you were. I just kept the names as in the order that I had them last time, and so it just happens that the second one is a girl in this one.
Okay, well, I'm not really offended.
So I'm hoping that there's no romantic things going on between you and some of the other party members, but Toast we haven't found after the initial encounter. He got stolen away, so I'm kind of looking for him. That's Final Fantasy 2. As I continue my foray into that game series. And then lastly, but not leastly, Hogwarts Legacy continues to be great, and even got my wife playing. I came home and he was like, I think I saved over your Hogwarts character.
No.
And I was like, no way. And she's like, well, I started a new character and I didn't see yours when I went to load. And I was like, were you on your Xbox account or mine? She said hers. So I was like, okay. I rushed and looked and I'm still good. So we're good to go.
Good.
But yeah, game's awesome. Jen loves it. I love it. And if you haven't played it for whatever reason, get it. Good. That's it for me, dude. Swift, what about you, man?
So Hogwarts Legacy has kind of been my life since I've been, or well, I should say the only time I'm available to play. I I think I texted you guys earlier. I haven't played video games in like 3 days since this weekend. So it was all Hogwarts Legacy then. And I haven't played anything else. I did download Destiny 2 Lightfall, so I'm looking forward to getting into there, but have not yet. Other than that, dude, I feel like I could have been talking about this for a long time, but phone games. You ever played Mario Run?
Oh yeah, dude. Liam loves Mario Run on the
Yeah.
iPad.
I've been gaming hard on Mario Run, trying to get Daisy. That it happened this weekend when I was with my nieces and they were playing it, and I was like, I should download this game. This looks awesome. And so I've been kind of playing it ever since. Really enjoyable. Super simple game to play. And then
When are you playing this?
like on the pooper, you know?
Oh yeah, as one should.
Top
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Top 3, yeah, soft, anything. And then the other game I've been playing on my phone is Pocket Champs. I haven't talked about this, but Pocket Champs is so fun. It's literally you just like level up however you want based on bags, and then the race just runs based on your stats, and that's it, and your gadgets.
Phone games. Swift has got the phone game
Yeah.
bug.
Well, dude, I haven't had time to play actual games, so I've strayed to the phone games, and they're good.
Maybe we should have an episode about mobile gaming, because there were some good ones
Yeah.
back in the day. You remember Jetpack Joyride?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
Oh god, I hate mobile games so much.
Oh, yeah.
What about what was the one where the bird where you had to like press and
Flappy Bird?
Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird? Yeah.
And Proper Pro Clutcher in the chat says Snake Life. Yeah, everyone. I remember playing that Snake.
I mean,
So-
those Nokia phones
Yeah.
back in our day, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some good ones out there.
But yeah, that's literally it.
Nice, dude. There you have it. One More Gamers. That is what we got our filthy, grubby hands on when we could over the last week. And as we said, let us know what we should try out, what we should review, what you want us to blog about. Because we do also have a blog that you can go check out, onemoregame.blog. And you can check that out at any time. We've got a couple reviews up there. It also gives you links to our podcast, has a live player on there, all that kind of stuff. But we plan on bringing you more reviews. I plan on getting a Steam Deck review out there pretty soon that you can check out. So another little way you can connect with us. All right, boys, that'll about wrap it up for One More Game, episode 42. Before we go around the room, what do you want to leave our listeners with today, PickleMatt?
What did we talk about? Collector's editions. You guys, the fans, the listeners, you guys are the best collector's edition I could ever ask for. I love you all. And not worth the money.
So you're
No, I'm
saying we
just kidding. It's
shouldn't
good.
sell a collector's edition to our next anniversary episode?
Yeah, no, launch legendary definitive edition.
All right, Swift, what do you
for
got?
Sure.
I don't have much other than the fact that I'm sorry about all the, for whatever reason, technical difficulties. Like, that's not super tight. So sorry.
Yeah, I'll also probably point this out, but since I moved, I am no longer on fiber internet, so we're working with what we got, but it'll get better here in the future.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll
Are
leave
you
you
gonna
with
get
this.
fiber?
I don't think I can get it in the apartment, but I will once we kind of get our house built. So
Nice. Good for you. Get Ethernet
Uh,
drops everywhere in that house.
Oh, I will. Cat 6A.
Oh.
Anyways,
Future-proof.
my piece of advice before we go for you is if you're playing Hogwarts Legacy and you find yourself a little flying key and you have to try to smash A when he flies past the little keyhole. Just don't do it, because it's the most frustrating thing ever in any video game ever made, because it's very hard. Don't do it. See a key, leave him alone. Don't follow him. Go on your merry way. Cool. All right, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. As always, if you want to catch us live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, if you're listening abroad, if you want to hop in the chat, you can find us at twitch.tv/OMG podcast. Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Come join us. Leave us a line in the chat. Talk about games while we talk about games. You can find Swift, myself, and ImPickleMatt streaming on twitch.tv/theStroke, Swiftmida, and ImPickleMatt, respectively, from time to time whenever we can. Go ahead and leave us a follow. We'd love you for it, and that'll be that. You can find our other episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, omg.podbean.com, or a OneMoreGamePodcast.blog, or anywhere else you might find podcasts. Just because you have to grow up doesn't mean you have to stop gaming. Game on, gamers, and we'll see you on the next episode of One More Game. Swift, ImPickleMatt, see ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Just rated some.